Today is Monday, June 23rd. It is currently 76 degrees out here. The high today is supposed to be 90. The low is supposed to be 74. There is a 15% chance of rain, probably tonight. According to that, around 9. We are under a heat advisory until 7 p.m. tomorrow. Um, Today on the homestead, we are. Ooh, my bad about that, son. Today on the homestead, we are going to treat the outer rim. The outer rim is the far part of the garden where the berries and the grapes are. Yesterday, we treated the garden, and then we watered it. But we did not treat, I'm sorry, we did not treat the outer rim. We did not feed the outer rim in preparation for watering or rain. We ended up getting rain yesterday, unexpected. I wasn't expecting it anyway. So we still need to feed the garden down there. All right. So let's go ahead and get started on it. All right. Put it in the kangaroo pouch. Right here we have our peppermint tincture. It's been going since the 19th, and we just gonna give it a shake a couple times a day. We just really want to make sure all of this material is submerged underwater, which y'all can't really see because it's cold in the house. It's warm out here, condensation. But we're gonna try to make sure that stays under the water. Move fly. This is our blackberry fermented fruit juice. I did end up separating it to try to keep it, 2/3 full. And we just want to check these every day for a week. These will be ready on the 27th, 26th, 27th. So what we're gonna do is we want to check this to make sure no mold is forming. And right across the top, that's what we call a sugar cap. Place some more brown sugar on the top to kind of keep fungus and mold from forming. So we're just gonna check both of them. And then I'm gonna run in the house and drop these back off in the house. I don't really want these sitting out here too long. They need to be in the shade, cool. Same thing with that one. Not as much sugar left on the top because it was more liquid in here, so the sugar dissolved. But we don't see any mold forming, which doesn't prompt me to add more sugar to the top of it. All right, so we're gonna call that good as well. And the last thing we have to check out is oh, peach vinegar. And check the peach vinegar. It'll probably take a couple of months for this to get ready, but we'll go ahead and check it now. And all we want to do when checking it is we want to make sure that, let's put this here. This is kind of wet. All right, so we got all the plant material, the pieces of the peach floating up. But this is a process that happens when making vinegar. The sugar, the yeast is eating the sugar, converting to carbon dioxide, which pushes the plant material up. So once or twice a day, we stir it down. We don't want this to sit on top too long. It'll develop mold. So we'll stir it down. And if you smell it right now, it has a smell of alcohol. That's how you know you're getting it right. The first part is fermentation. The yeast create alcohol. After the yeast eat up most of the sugar, all the sugar, most of the sugar, they started converting, in the presence of oxygen, they started converting the alcohol into vinegar. And so we end up with vinegar. So we just gonna stir it up. And we let all the carbon dioxide kind of do its thing. Just give it a good stir. Good stir. Good stir. Alright. Alright. While that's doing that, we'll do this. Put this here. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna check these every day until they're ready. Pretty soon it will stop creating carbon dioxide. That lets you know all of the sugar's been consumed by the yeast. The yeast will start to die off. I think acetobacter start to form and convert the alcohol into vinegar. All right, now that we have that like that, all right, here's what's going on. I'm gonna put y'all down, run these in the house right quick, put these back in the cabinet. They need to be out the way. The longer they stay down, greater the chance something gonna happen to them that I don't want to happen to them, right? So we're gonna just put y'all right here. Give y'all an early little glimpse of what y'all see. Y'all see bergamot? I see bergamot, some zinnia, and some stuff over there. I'll be back short. I'm gonna be doing this in the house. this. Probably have to make a second trip. When I get back, I'm gonna check the chat too. Be back, oh, I'm sorry, it's not good. Potential. We're gonna go ahead and get back to it. All right. We got compost bags. Let's do this. Let me check this. We'll walk out to the compost. We about to come sit back down and mix up some nukes. Hey, yo, Granddad, how's it going? Lisa Lee, Alicio. Oh, you got advertise. I hope everybody's having a great day. You don't track around diseases and stuff, but we need to treat the garden. Spray the zucchini again. I sprayed it yesterday for powdery mildew. I'm gonna spray it again. So where are we gonna put this? We're gonna put this here, there. I think we last put. Put it all in the pouch. Right. And hopefully this isn't too much of an extra. Wait, I can zoom out. What am I doing? That's from dinner last night. We had vegetable beef stir fry. Yeah. I did taste a piece of the beef. Um, you can throw it off because of it, but I wanted to taste it. It was pretty good. I used a flat skirt steak, a flat iron steak to make some beef stir fry. And I wanted to taste. I wanted to see so it's tough. I think I achieved that. All right. And all right. All right. We're just gonna let that sit like that. So we have composted into the old oregano when I harvested. I say old oregano that wasn't good enough for consumption. It looked bad. Paper towels. Look at this. Got tomatoes growing out the bin and some potatoes. All right. We'll dump this. Since I'm out here quick, how bad the wind was. I'm glad I did come out here. Let's go ahead and harvest this. Go ahead. Can we see it? We'll go ahead. Ain't that big. So we want to wait. We want to wait today. I think we'll wait today. We'll wait today. Let's see about this one. No, this one we're going to go ahead and get. Got the bees working in here. That's a wasp or a hornet, it looks like. This one here a little. Let's see. If I can get myself turned in the right direction. Yeah, that one's little, but it's still hard. It's not. We're gonna wait. Still haven't gotten any squash off these two yet. These were. We haven't gotten any squash off of them yet. So can we flipping my camera upside down? All right. Yes, I do cut off my leaves that are starting to yellow. The way I look at it is anything weak is a vector into the plant for disease. So remove weak things. And if it was disease or suspected to be disease, I put it in the burn pile and not the compost pile. With these, it's kind of hard to say, so we're gonna treat them like they fine. All right. I think that's it. I got a few tomatoes on this Chadwick cherry, and I'm also gonna tie this to my fence. This is a sucker. We're gonna let this sucker grow that way to the right, and then we're gonna let the top part grow to the left. And I'm gonna just tie it down with some plant tape. All right, everything looking good over here. Everything looking good over here. The peppers are peppering. They're getting big. I've been out here for a few weeks. They just because I had them. Why not? All right, we got a bunch of little peppers forming. Now this one here, I thought, man, good job. Good job. Oh, this holy bay is gonna have to come out of here. Bro, it loves being in here. Now this, I don't know why this. What is this? What is these? Is something eating the leaves? Or, huh? Huh? Well, it might have been from this pine cone falling on the tree. All right, we got some beets popping up. Zoom in. Let me see them beets in there. A couple beets. Beet. It's a beet right there. One laying down right here. One laying down right there. Alright. Alright. Actually, what I'm really looking for is squash to harvest right now. For me, the best time to harvest is in the morning before things get hot. Now, I will say if you're trying to harvest, I don't know, like herbs and stuff like that, I would harvest those in the afternoon. They become like stronger and tasty when it's hot. Oh, we have a zucchini. Uh-oh, don't push no buttons. We got a zucchini. Is it ready? Get that one. We got two of them out here. I wasn't ready for this. Wasn't ready. All right, we'll go ahead and got a knife somewhere with me. We got a knife. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the knife and we will cut this zucchini. I know y'all probably can't see this from what weird angle I decided to throw my body around it. Do you see? Yeah, you see somewhat. We just gonna get it a quick little push down. Nice zucchini. And I see another one. That too. So we're gonna go ahead and get both of those off there. Let me see if I can show you guys the one that's gone bad. We can get this off here. Hang right on. Look at that. I don't know what to tease, but we won't be. I don't know. I don't think. And then I doubt. I don't know if y'all can see this. My bad. Y'all can. I hope y'all got that. If not, here is the zucchini that was produced. All right. That looks good for the morning. Oh, and we also got a bunch of okra planted. I planted okra yesterday. I already planted some okra in a couple of places, like right there, like right down there. I replanted okra in a couple of places. These two right here and here it died. That one, can we get in focus? Can we focus, man? Where is it? this one, yeah, that one survived. And there should be another one over here. Yeah, it's not looking too hot because this okra, this squash was laying on it. But all right, we got two zucchini, a bad zucchini, and a squish. Oh, the squash is in my pocket. I was about to say, where the squash at? We're gonna go ahead and toss that in the compost. All right. I didn't. We checked the squash and zucchini. The okra looking good. Really not expecting them not to be. Got strawberries growing. It's time to propagate some more strawberries. I'm starting to see runners form. Right down here. I'm a whole another little plant. And I just be going around looking for runners, popping them off, and killing any kind of morning glories I see. I don't like cut the morning glory. All right, cosmos, echinacea, lemon balm, not lemon balm, patchouli, clary sage, the oregano's living in the corner, lavender's looking good at the bottom of the screen, ginger's getting all big, and Joe Pie weed is growing behind her. All right, all right. Okay, we're gonna put these vegetables up on the patio in the shade. Now we're gonna go ahead and start mixing up some meats. And we're gonna head out to the outer rim. I see Lucy laying on the ground. I think it's time to put Lucy in a bigger pot. She must be top heavy. A big enough gust of wind. She on the ground, bro. On the ground. All all right. Let us see. We're gonna put this. We're gonna put that right there. And then we're gonna give y'all. We're gonna. All right, let go. Flipper Ripper. All right, we're gonna put y'all right here. I'm gonna work all on the cam. Man, I have been. Forgive me. I ain't probably set up. Never will be. All right, we're gonna put that right there. I'm gonna drop this off in the house and be right back. All right, now for me, I just place those on the counter and I let them air dry before I stack them somewhere where they're gonna be on top of each other. Just makes good sense to me to let them dry first. Let's see. All right, let me make y'all a little bit shouter. A little bit shouter. A shouter. Now y'all ain't gonna be able to see everything because of this hanging drying basket. I mean this hanging rack I have here. This hanging drying rack. But bro, I should have lit like a mosquito coil or something. These little gators. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix up. Dang, how much am I gonna need? This is gonna be a pain in the butt to walk this out here. Look, think about it. I filled up all my buckets. So I'm gonna need 10 gallons or 15 gallons of this stuff. We'll start with 10. So we have a few gallons of water, mostly rainwater. And what we're gonna do is just mix up our inputs. The inputs that we have. We don't have Oriental herbal nutrient. No, I'm lying. We don't have fermented plant juice. I have to find out a way to make more of that. But we are gonna start with the OHN. This is the plant's medicine. Mm, mm. It's also my medicine too. I take it too. It's a tincture, so it does have vodka in it. But it's a tincture of all herbs that have antipathogenic or antibacterial effects. So there's a tincture of fermented, uh, let that mosquito go. Fermented angelica, licorice root, cinnamon bark, garlic, ginger. Did I get all of them? It's like 5 of them. Angelica root, licorice, cinnamon, garlic, ginger. Yeah, you make a tincture of those and you mix them up when you need to use them. And you use them at a ratio of a teaspoon a gallon. And if you decide you want to take it, I'll start with like a couple of drops up to like half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. See how it makes you feel. We like it. I mean, the kids even ask for it when they start not to feel good. And for me, whenever the kids start asking for things, it must really work or they believe it works. One or two. If they don't ask for veggies. All right, either way it go, we're gonna put in a teaspoon and a tablespoon. That's 20 milliliters, and this is mixed at 4 milliliters a gallon. 4 times 5 is 20. So bam, we're gonna put that off to the side. Now you're supposed to always mix in OHN, LPJ, and BRV, brown rice vinegar, fermented plant juice. Those are the 3 bases. But like I said, we don't have fermented plant juice. And I left my fermented fruit juice in the house. Had to go back and get that. Now this here is orange vinegar that I made. It's called BRV, brown rice vinegar. Brown rice vinegar is a living vinegar, so it's just in natural form, and that's just what they always term brown rice vinegar. But you just need to use a living vinegar, a vinegar that has the mother in it. I know this vinegar has the mother in it because I have it in another jar. I left the top off of it slightly, and it created a pellicle. The little same thing you see at the bottom of Bragg's vinegar with the mother. So with this one, it's used at 500 to 1. So that's 8 milliliters a gallon. 8 times 5 is 40. So we're gonna do 2 of each. A teaspoon is 5 milliliters. A tablespoon is 15. So quick math. 20 and 20 is 40. Add that once. I just realized y'all can't even see me pouring this in here. Well, we'll go ahead and add that one, and we're gonna see if we can get y'all adjusted. Cause y'all don't even be looking at me. For what? For what, son? That's close enough. We add 1 more of these, and then we're gonna add it to the second blue bucket as well. Now the vinegar is vinegar. The vinegar is acidic. It's gonna bring down the pH of the liquid supposedly brings down the pH to an area in which the microbes enjoy the working. Does it really? I hadn't tested it, but I hadn't seen any ill effects to make me think it doesn't work. All right, second one in. That's done, Billy. If I could just remember why I keep putting these tops, we'll be all right. Yeah, I'll be right back. I need to go get that fermented fruit juice. Sorry about that. I forgot my fermented fruit juice as well as my water-soluble potassium. All right, so now we're going to use some fermented fruit extract, fermented fruit juice. Same ratio, 1 to 500. Ooh. Don't like the features. So 2 of these. Into both containers. One. Second one. And all of these inputs I made, they all pretty much gonna be like the same. Some material, some brown sugar, more than likely equal weights. Put it in a jar, 2/3 full, leave it for about a week. They all pretty much the same. All right, now let's add the fermented, the fish amino acids, and this is fish. Fish guts. The kids went fishing 2 years ago. Brought back, I think it was like 10 pounds of remains, heads, guts, spines. Weighed out 10 pounds of brown sugar. Put it in a bucket with a top. handful of IMO3, IMO4, or leaf mode. Drop it in there 6 months. It's ready to use. The longer it sits, the better. And I just scoop out the liquid, put it in the jar, and it's used at a rate of 1 to 1,000. So that's 4 milliliters a gallon. And this provides nitrogen, just like the Alaska brand fish emulsion that you buy. Except this is all the parts of the fish, all of them. But these mosquitoes give me the business right now. All right, we just need to put one set of these in here, right? And then we'll do it again for the other one. This is thick, so I kind of make sure these are clean. That stuff stinks. I mean, it's fish and brown sugar and leaf mold. So what do you think it smells? If you want to say it smells like sweet rotten fish, you are not wrong. But understand how to put them words together now. Sweet rotting fish. All right, one more again for the other bucket. And I hope this is enough. Oh, and we also have some more baking soda solution left over from spraying for powdery mildew. And I was going to spray yesterday afternoon. I sprayed in the morning, trying to stay on top of this because of all the rain that we had. I'm trying to spray around the rain, but then it rained last night, yesterday afternoon, so I didn't spray yesterday. I'm going to spray again today, more than likely off stream, since I sprayed on stream yesterday. And I'm gonna just try to stay ahead of it. It's supposed to rain for the next 2-3 days, based on the app. But then again, I mean, we have to just really see. All right, now that we've added that, have I explained this up? OHN, brown rice vinegar is the catalyst. It kind of brings everything down to the working range. Fermented plant extract is just the goodness that's in whatever fruit or whatever I use. I use tomatoes and apple in this. I did this on December 20th for 2023. So, we don't have a lot. So it lasts a pretty good while. And that provides nutritional value for the fruiting plants during the fruiting stage. Now we're gonna go with labs, lactic acid bacillus. Now we make this stuff. Labs is created when making cheese. Made some homemade cheese. I actually made the labs for this and used the curds to make some cheese. It was actually pretty good, and it didn't mess up my stomach like normal cheese does. So. But this is just water that you use when you wash your rice. You know what I'm saying? If you wash your rice before you cook it, you just keep that water out. Put like a pint of it in a jar in a cabinet with a paper towel across the top, rubber band or band, and let it sit for 2-3 days, depending on the warmth. Once it starts to change smells to a sweet, funky smell, kind of say, then it's ready to be used, and then we just take 13 of those ounces and mix it in with a gallon of milk. Put a soft top on it, and we just wait till it separates the curds and wait a couple days. Keep the curds, make cheese, press out the liquid, make cheese, add salt, heat it up if you want to. And the liquid is used like this. You can put it in the fridge and it'll store good for like a month, or you can mix it with brown sugar until you super saturate it. You see brown sugar forming at the bottom, then it's shelf stable. Because this has been here since October 24. Get off me, bug. And we're gonna put this is mixed at 1 to 1,000. I absolutely hate flies more than I hate mosquitoes. But then these smells attract the flies and stuff. Oh, and I ain't putting none in the other one. Flies got me discombobulated. We're gonna do this again. And this is like the help. This is gonna help during the growth stage. Usually use this only during the veg stage. But considering we didn't have so much rain, I'm treating the garden as if it been flooded out. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of reintroducing nutrients as needed. Alright. And then running the track with a bunch of flies. Then we have 3 more things. Water soluble calcium. This adds calcium. You should use this during the time in which the fruit is set. Tomatoes like this stuff to keep from getting blossoming and rot. Anything that would get blossoming and rot will enjoy this. Anything that needs calcium. You mix it at 1 to 1,000. So that's 4 milliliters per gallon. And this is made with eggshells. And then at some point we'll end up making some more. Don't know when. It's getting low. Sun's getting low, big fella. Right here is my most suspect one. This here is water soluble calcium phosphate. Only because this doesn't have as much phosphorus in it because I use turkey bones, and turkeys are birds have hollow bones. So if I use beef bones, it would have been probably beef or pork, honestly. It would have been more calcium phosphate. All right, and same thing, 1 to 1,000. So we just mix them one set of each one of these in here. Now, I'm gonna need this again. What I'm probably going to do is reach out to a butcher and see if I can get some beef bones from a butcher. Just cut off ends. And I got a little charcoal maker that's a paint can. Make charcoal out of them and turn them to water soluble potassium. These are made from sunflower stalks. Grew sunflowers last year, took the stalks, made them into charcoal, combined them with water, let them sit for a week. There you go. Same thing, 1 to 1,000. So that's one of each. And this is used during the bloom phase. And you're supposed to use all of these during the right time of bloom. But like I said, since we've had rain off and on a lot for like the last 2 weeks, I'm gonna treat everything as if it's washed out. And we're gonna move it from there. Also, that's all the liquid input. So we can also add some this stuff, Epsom salt, magnesium sulfate. I can't remember the formulation. We're gonna mix this. I can't remember if it's a teaspoon a gallon or a tablespoon a gallon. We're gonna go close to a tablespoon a gallon. So we're gonna put 4 tablespoons in here, not 5, because I might be wrong. And that's still be too much. Right. 3 and 4. We're gonna get us a good mix around there. You're gonna have to drag this big thing out there to the outer rim. I'm not looking for it there. One is heavy, 2 is awkward to carry without spilling. Alright, that's 4. We're gonna give this a good stir clockwise. Happy thoughts. Right. And at this point, this thing has everything that I have to put in it. The only thing it is really missing is fermented plant juice. I just have to find a way to create a lot of fermented plant juice. I have ways in which I create some, but it's usually not a lot. And if I'm gonna spend a week making it, I really hope that it's enough to use for at least a week or 2. But we're just gonna stir this up, thinking happy thoughts, positive energy, positive vibes, feeding the garden, treating the garden, keeping it healthy, keeping it fed. Alright, just giving it a good stir. Once you feel like you don't put enough positive energy into it, and you've gotten all, in this case, the magnesium, the Epsom salt dissolve, we're gonna go to the next one. Alright, we do the same thing. And now what we're gonna do is drag this out to the outer rim, and then use a little watering can to kind of water stuff. Positive thoughts, positive energy. All that healing, plant healing, soil healing equal plant healing. Alright. Oh my God, move! Leave me alone! My bad. Balance the flies. I don't like them. Man, I gotta move all this stuff down here. This is gonna be so heavy. It's so heavy. Man. I don't want to. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and get it done. I'm trying to see, should I bring the stand out there? Or should I just put y'all on the camping pouch? You're probably gonna go with the stand. Only because I'm gonna be bending down, giving everybody motion sickness. Do I have another bucket in the garage that I can empty half of this stuff out with? I don't know. Be back, shout. I really don't want to carry that whole bucket. 40 plus pounds. And it's awkward to carry. Just the long, slow way. That's baby steps. Let's go do this. Let's go take y'all out there. We're gonna take y'all out there, and I'm gonna put this camera on me. Y'all get to see me struggling to bring this water out there, but I'm spilling it everywhere. All right, let's see. Flip a ripper. Y'all don't need to be in my face. Miss Ducky still out here. Miss Ducky area done kind of grown up. I can't really see Miss Ducky. Oh yeah, Miss Ducky out there. Y'all probably not gonna be able to see Miss Ducky because I barely see her head from here, and all this glare on my phone. I can't even see if I'm showing y'all the right stuff. Yeah, okay, I'm looking at her head, but y'all probably don't realize y'all seeing the head. That's cool. Miss Ducky's still out here chilling. I'm actually kind of excited, waiting to see her and her little kids. Bro, we're gonna have to do something with these trees this week. I think. Oh, flipper ripper. Let's flip this thing and see struggling down this hill. Yeah, yeah. All right. That's fine. The struggle is real. Whew. Whew. I think the hardest part about that is trying to walk so slow and keep it spelling. Walk steadily. Lipper ripper. All right. Here's what we're doing. Dipping in the bucket. Water around the plants. And that's pretty much it. Usually how this goes, use this as a soil drench, and then I water to get it pushed down in the soil. But considering we already got the water part, Bruh, my bad. I have no clue how long I've been on mute. I guess my hat hit the button. I hope that wasn't too long. It might explain why nobody was in here. Like, nobody want to just watch him work and not hear nothing. I'm gonna have to rewatch this stream to see how long I was on mute. Oh, that's funny. I sweaty, I sweaty, I sweaty. All right, bucket's back in place. In case we get some more rain. Oh yeah, tomorrow I will be making some fermented seawater. That was one input I didn't add today because I ran out. It's gonna take a week to make like everything else, but we'll make that. It's just rainwater, sea salt with nothing else in it. Uh, FPJ is supposed to be in it. And lab maybe? I had to look it up again. But either way, I appreciate everybody for showing up and hollering at your boy. I hope I wasn't on mute too long. It is warm. I'm going to get some water. And then I'm gonna make another trip out through the garden to see what else needs to be done that I can get done today. Got a few inside things to do. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate everybody for stopping by who stopped by. Appreciate you for spending your time, your morning with me. Uh, y'all know how this goes. Create more than you consume. And you don't have to suck at this, because I do. Y'all have a good one, all right? Peace.